like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And I have to tell you, I kind of miss my, where is it? It's over here. I kind of miss my blue hat. I'm not sure when I'm going to bring it out. I got a red one for Christmas. But because it's a bit nippy now, the weather just changed here in Israel, and I can handle my head being a bit warm. Look, there's not much hair up here to keep things warm. What do you want out of me? I just realised that as I started this video. How is everybody? How are you? I hope you're all doing well. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, and you Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. Don't forget to comment. Certainly subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. It's incredible. I mean, it's actually. I don't know why they even pretend to hide it now. Whenever my subscribers reach the 10 mark, when I get up to like with a 0 at the end, then it kind of triggers something in the algorithm, and they just start coming off straight at the same time. It's without fail. So if you hit the subscribe button, that'll be fan-dabby double dosing. Also comment. Comment really helps. This is Doctor Who News Warp. I guess I kind of like this name, Doctor Who News Warp, because there's just lots of little eclectic things going on that we need to look at. Actually, there's quite a lot big things we need to look at. The main one being the complete implosion of Chris Chibnall's Doctor Who. Not doing so well. So let's start off by looking at the ratings, shall we? Let's go for the chart because it's I think it's a bit more understandable on the chart. So here we go. There you go. So this is the entirety of Jodah's reign. Not looking good. Not looking good. I think it's basically found its level now. I think it's here. This is 11, 12, 13. This is 11 and 12. Again, they must have loved Corona with that spike it gave them right there. Whoa, thank you very much. But it seems to be we're on like a pretty. This is the medium line we're going to stick on, right? So it's going to be above below 4.5, right? Give take 4.5. That's kind of like the average what we can expect to see. So this is this season, right? So the pink line was my initial prediction, which was very optimistic because it was very low, 3.23, very low. Fantastic. So then after a couple of weeks we had more data. I upgraded it by 600,000 or so. Not enough, because that Angel episode really helped it, right? The Angel episode produced this bump for survivors of the Flux. And no matter how bad it was, and it wasn't a great episode. It wasn't epic. Well, it was epically awful in some ways, but I mean, I just think the most you can expect them to lose is down to 4.4. The overnight, let's have a look at the ratings. Let's go and over here. So the overnight was 5.38. So we got something interesting going on here, though. Normally the 7-day consolidated rating comes out the same time as the +4 screen rating. So this came out about 5 days ago, and we're up to 4.72. The +4 screen is complete bollocks, quite frankly. But I'm surprised they haven't put it on there. Maybe there's going to be some shenanigans. Maybe they're going to change the way they analyze those ratings. That sounds reasonably likely. But with 3.58, I think with the best will in the world, they're not getting above a 4.4 with their consolidated ratings. I think 800,000 seems to be where they're going with the ratings. Again, looking forward to Monday to finding out, but not looking good. And the AI started at 76, went up to 77, went down to 75, up to 79, down to 77, 76. It's basically where it is, right? That's basically it. I don't think Capaldi ever got AI that low, right? So. That's just one of the things we call metrics to say that this era of Doctor Who isn't doing very well. And we reiterate this over again. If you like it, that's great. Doctor Who wasn't doing well under Colin Baker or Sylvester McCoy. It wasn't popular, and it was, somewhat embarrassing to be a Doctor Who fan at the time. But like back then, back in the 80s and 90s, we were 80s, I would say, we were kind of somewhat tethered to reality, and if reality wasn't to our liking, we couldn't lay on the ground and scream, go, no! It's no Netflix! No! some would say the world was better for that, right? Some would say the world's better for me being one of those some. Fine. So Flux is over. Flux is over. We'll get the final ratings next week, and now we've got to look forward to the New Year's special. Let's go over here. It'll get the. So I'm going to do a much deeper dive into this special. In a couple of there was a quite a meaty preview in Doctor Who magazine. Man, do you remember when Doctor Who magazine used to be good? So it's called Evil the Daleks. So they're getting rid of the R's then, right? Redundancy of the Daleks. I bet they feel stupid they didn't call Resolution of the Daleks now, right? I mean, I guess they wanted to surprise people because they thought I guess back then more people didn't care. Even the Dalek trailer reveals Jodie Whittaker's Doctor is stuck in a time loop. Yeah, she gets exterminated in the trailer. She's in a time loop. Unfortunately, Jodie Whittaker's time as the 13th Doctor is coming to an end. However, Doctor Who fans will be treated to do one last New Year's special featuring Whittaker's iteration as the Doctor. Last month, the Samotsos and guest cast was announced, but now fans have a trailer and a poster to excite them. The trailer of this special titled "Evil the Daleks." The Doctor and a companion are seen stuck in a time loop inside a self-storage, being hunted and killed over and over again by the iconic villain, a Dalek. Well, there's three of them actually. The new trailer also gives an employee of self-storage of the self-storage facility, Ajani Salman, dreaming whilst black, as a customer for the facility. Pauline McFlynn, Father Ted, is also set to be in a special role, is unknown and being kept secret. Why they keep everything secret? I mean, like, who cares? I really, who cares? The special, I guess, is they keep things secret to make them think it's still popular, I guess. It's like in strip clubs. By the way, one of my great regrets I became religious when I was early 20, right? And so there's a lot of stuff in life I sort of missed out on. So again, they're keeping. I mean, this is going to tie together in a second. They're keeping everything secret because they make them feel like it's successful. Just in the same way, in the strip club, they have that pole in the middle that the ladies working there dance around because they get the feeling that they're doing something other than just being stared at, right? It's like they get the feeling there's actually some kind of and I don't want to denigrate anybody's. Honestly, it sounds like hard and awful work to me, but it doesn't seem like skilled work to me. I guess keeping in shape takes skill, but so basically the secrecy acts does the same thing as a pole in a strip club. Just gives them self-worth and kind of a pathetic level at that, I think. Also stars Manda Gill, John Bishop, and reprising the role who are reprising the roles of Doctor Companions, and Nicholas Briggs has voiced the Dalek since 2005 Revival, actually before then, quite frankly. The special where first of three that are meant to serve as a farewell to Whittaker's iteration. Bye! Catch you later. Don't hang around. Iteration Doctor Who with the other two scheduled for spring and autumn. Yeah, we got a long time to go. The first will also serve as Whittaker's final episode. Really, her last episode will also serve as a final episode? Bloody hell. There's a brain trust working in there. The first one, and there's BBC's 100th anniversary. That's going to be the reason to cancel the BBC right there, right? To defund the BBC, we're going to see in that 100th anniversary because it's being run by insane people. The upcoming special, written by Chris Chibnall, well, it's going to be great. Long-time Doctor Who showrunner and writer, was directed by, Anita Laffour. He hires on identity. It's so bizarre. Check out the teaser trailer poster and synopsis below. Watch it on January 1st. So it's a reasonably good piece of artwork. I'll play this and then I'll what's the word again? I will superimpose it on, right? I will superimpose I will download the video and superimpose it on so it seems better. But we'll do a bit of a trailer reaction. Oh, this is the one. This is the one from the end of Flux, right? Okay, so elf storage. That's the first thing. Elsa, that annoys me because that means it should be a Christmas.
Happy nearly New Year.
Hiya, Nick.
Here we are again.
Here we are again.
Ah.
It seems like they're trying to do like a kind of sweet romantic story with Daleks in it. Although weren't all the Daleks wiped out at the end of Doctor Who Flux, as far as I understood. So I kind of like the new gun as well. We're gonna be we're looking at the redesign of it. The new gun, good. The other redesign, freaking awful, and it shows you everything that Chris Chibnall doesn't understand about Doctor Who right there.
Anyone else got a proper deja vu?
We're stuck in a time loop with killer robots.
Oh, so they basically said that they're stuck in a time loop with robots. Okay, well Daleks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Does it?
It will kill everything not within its own image.
Shoot.
Oh, was that just Jodie running? Blimey. Yeah, she looked like she had a convincing run going on. It must be special effects. High-level special effects, for that matter. Yes, kill Jodie! Kill Jodie Moore! Evil the Dalek. It should be a Christmas special. Christmas ain't the... Man. And they're playing Christmas songs over it. They must have lost. This was a Christmas special, and they lost the spot because they are morons. If Russell Lee Davies wants it back, I reckon he can get it if he wants. Yeah. So let's talk about the Dalek redesign because it's got something in it that is so unbelievably annoying and awful that really, really, really annoys me. One of the great things about the Daleks, again, Rusty Davis completely understood this. One of the great things about the Daleks was their weirdness, like, you know, and they're so. I mean, you got the sink plunger. Everything is non-human looking. They're very, and he made them short because they gave him like this kind of like this despotic anger that's gonna. But they changed one thing, other than the gun on this one, and I do like the Gatling gun. Okay, I like the gun. But they changed the sink plunger, which is so incredible. It's so incredibly part of Doctor Who. You can just see it here. So it's a sink plunger from what's it? The Revolution of the Daleks, the new ones. And you know, yes. It's more understandable that it's more like a grabbing hand, like she's like this, like it's got fingers, but it's so much more boring, right? So much more boring and underwhelming, right? It's really, it shows you like all the magic of Doctor Who. Well, if you've seen Doctor Who Flux, he basically got rid of all of that. All that magic of Doctor Who is gone and replaced by boring logic, right? Which I'm not really a fan of. Speaking of people not really being a fan of it, the reviews have not been good, right? The reviews have not been good. Let's have a look at a few. This one is from Doctor Who Flux: The Vanquishers. Too much is not enough, and boy, is that a great headline. Too much, which it was, is not enough. That's really, really, really correct. I can't argue with it there at all. Overall, the final chapter of Doctor Who Flux: The Vanquishers accomplishes its goals. Depends on what the goals were. The threat the Flux has overcome in a ridiculous way. That was no threat to start with. All the various characters' storylines are resolved. No, they're not. Character arcs from previous series are explained. Expanded upon? Who? Well, I don't remember that at all. Future plot teased with 16 pivotal characters, 4 concurrent storylines, and 0 rehash of previous chapters. The hour-long episode is fast-paced and justifies the series' epic scope. Yes, okay, that's fair. Okay, I don't want to be a dick, but yeah, that's fair. Blah, blah, blah. 2 main characters, most effective. Splitting the Doctor into 3. And this goes on for a bit. Dan's love interest, Diane, is a more interesting character, demonstrating both the clever and capable while trapped in passenger. But if we could have set that up right, that she was that sort of person, it would have made more sense other than saying, well, she's a girl, so she must be stunning and brave. Says the best example of character is Joseph Williamson. Probably the best example of character included merely to suit the plot is Joseph Williamson. Oh yeah, the tunnel bloke, right? The Doctor expressed, basically the entirety of Doctor Who, of Chris Chibnall's Doctor Who, is just like components in a machine. There's no real character in them at all. Despite advertising positing Swarm and Azura are the main villains of season 13, neither engineered the Flux. They do little more than posture and monologue during the serial, and they ostensibly disposed of by a personified embodiment of time itself, which is just a dumb idea. Yeah. But no, I don't want to see that ad. Why do I want to see it? Because it's taking up the whole bloody page. Blimey, look at the size of this ad. What the hell are they selling? Money? I don't know. Okay, go away. No, it won't go away. Fine. That's just where we got there. Doctor Who, what is it? Slash film. Doctor Who flubs the finale in the supremely unsatisfying Doctor Who Flux. I'm not sure if I can read this. I'm like, got a tiny window. Doctor Who Flux began with such promise, a newfound energy and pep of this serialized experiment that suggests the showrunner Chris will be shaking things up after 2 mildly disappointing seasons. Well, I agree with you, apart from one word. Mildly disappointing? Okay, so this slash film is clearly in the back. If they're calling seasons 11 and 12 mildly disappointing, right? Mildly disappointing. You're in the bag for it. And even still, you're saying this is garbage. Heck, there are even a few jokes, but we all should know. We should have known since the final episode of Vancouver started off with the time-worn tradition of Jodie Whittaker's Doctor spending the finale getting physically blasted by a camp villain. Chibnall's back to his own worst tendencies. I don't think he ever left them, right? I don't think he ever left them. Oh, okay. That ad went away for a second. Like most of Chibnall's finale, the Vanquishers ended up not with a bang, but with a whimper. Yes! Yes, that is very true. And however, that still left 90% of the universe completely destroyed, but we're ignoring that, if I'm reading right. We've seen this happen over the past 2 seasons with the episodes penned by Chibnall before he stepped into the showrunner role. The story starts off strong with abstract ideas and ambition. Okay, I'm sick of hearing the word ambition next to Chris Chibnall's name, right? It's like hopeful next to Jodie Whittaker's Doctor. No! Try and do something that's outside your abilities isn't ambition, that's a stupidity. We've seen this happen, blah, blah, blah. And the ambition that it can keep a candle on, then it just ends. It does! Never has been more clear the Flux has been the most ambitious, most unwieldy of Chris Chibnall's stories, which ended up cracking under too many characters and a convoluted plot that was mostly explained by a breathless Whittaker standing in the center of a room. Yes. Most of it was still Jodie Whittaker going, oh, I give up. Triples is safe. Triples is best. What the hell? 1 Doctor's enough. How about 3? Running from Swarm and Azure, and then again. Giving Jodie Whittaker 3 versions of her is it's insanity. It's absolute insanity. Landing her on Liverpool. Okay, fine. I got to skip this one. In Williamson's tunnels, the Doctor reunites with the group finally, giving Mandip Gill the affectionate embrace she's long yearned for. I think she's yearned for. How can I put this? Doctor Who eating some carpet. That's what I think she's yearning for. The affectionate embrace back to confusing everybody with a breathless spill of technobabble. Williamson's reality-hopping tunnels also bring... How do they... Oh, no, that's one thing they explained. This was a backwards timing of symptom of the Flux. Severely needs Gemma Redgrave. Doctor Number 2 takes Jazz and Co to a corner shop and bribes the Sontaran Command with chocolate. I hated that. I absolutely hated that. You are the universe. Doctor Who ricochets backwards between 3 realities, waking in the body where while the other 2 apparently sleep, though we see later that's not the case. Everything is just so confused, right? Everything is just so incredibly confused. Doctor Who brought it all together for this. This is from Gizmodo. Flux came to an end in The Vanquishers, but really made it feel like this strange little journey had been worth it. Yeah, it pointless. Because again, you destroy the universe and hit like a reset button. So the thing I found most interesting is this article here from Bleeding Cool. Now, Bleeding Cool, chief propagandist of the woke battalions, right? Absolutely. Like I'm doing a video about Will Wheaton being insane and taking on Dave Chappelle. Like I'm doing it, and they got an article in Bleeding Cool, and they got an article in Bounding into Comics. Bounding into Comics makes him look like a fool. Bleeding Cool is like he calls out Dave Chappelle for his hatred. I mean, like, so they are the #1 propagandists in the woke wars that we're living in. Doctor Who Flux, additional thoughts on that awful Series 13 mess. Even they say it's crap, right? Even they say it's unwatchable. BBC's Doctor Who Flux is over, and how many of us are feeling relief for the first time? Is this the first time watching a Doctor Who season of Doctor Who? It feels like a chore. Try the Time Lord a little bit. The obligation while waiting for Russell Davis to come back to right the ship. You said it was all stunning and brave and the bestest ever, mate. Okay, anybody who said indifferently was a wicked evil waitress. Don't you remember that? I remember bloody that. Didn't bloody stop. It became quite a feat to have a season finale to a show, any show, where nothing made sense. Every plot felt arbitrary, yes. And I can't. This is Bleeding Cool. And no matter how much the characters stood there explaining to us what's happening, it still didn't make any sense. Why is this happening? Because plot. Yes. That's how it's been all season. This is the 3 Doctor crossover, the Aurum Jodie Whittaker with the least of this season's problems. Okay. While at least she was fun to watch, even if it's incomprehensible. Actually, wasn't. It's even echoes the 3 Doctors by having 2 of them talk to a third remotely. And you just wish they had scripts by Davis or Moffat instead of Chris Chibnall. The finale gives Whittaker's Doctor more to say and do, and her entire previous episodes, prior run on previous episode, but together it's like put together. It's like Chibnall finally remembered the show's called Doctor Who and who should actually be about. Yes, I guess putting 3 episodes of plot in for the Doctor in one episode, he feels like she's in most of it. The whole species of Lupar, those heroic poodles, are rendered extinct just with dialogue. I know! It was shocking! A whole bunch of people we never saw are killed off screen. Somehow, we feel nothing. The whole plottiness of the season and the finale, it was there to cover his writing disability. I should say, not ability. A lack of writing ability. And finale is close to the 3rd Doctor, John Pertwee. Not really, not at all. It looks like Chibnall's favourite era is the 3rd Doctor era. It's all plot. No, it was a lot of character as well, right? He loves to kill supporting characters and gratuitously. Never saw that before in Doctor Who. I mean, again, Lytton, the Eric Sayward years were kind of like that. Nothing to this extent. To show how bad the badders are, Professor Jericho's death is the most pointless ever in the show. He just somehow drops his teleporter ring. Yeah, I know. Really, you can tell how to plot fixate how plot fixated the screenwriter is. At least that's at least 90% of them, by how casually he kills his side characters. Yes. Yeah, you don't get anybody bumped off easily with Russell T Davies because everybody matters, right? Still, I have to tell you, as a Russell T Davies line, Ninth Doctor, 900 years of time and space, I've never met anybody not important. Yes! That is Doctor Who. That is Doctor Who. The 3rd Doctor era also commented on the conventional characters standing around explaining the plot to each other and the audience in tech gobbledygook that didn't make much make any sense. When it's except when it's explained. There have been way too much of that, and Doctor Who Flux, this is ravishing. Ravishing. That's the worst success of Doctor Who writing through every era. Some did it better than others. This season does it worse than all the others. Good cast of very good actors can only do so much with scripts given. And yeah, the Pirates of the Caribbean guy playing whoever he was really excellent, right? Was really genuinely excellent. Chris Chibnall has that 70s writers' refusal to give the audience any payoff to long-running mysteries. He also teases Dr. Yazstan as a total tease without crossing into an outright kiss that every lesbian fan was screaming for. Yes! For God's sake, shit or get off the pot, mate! Okay, like, what the hell? It seemed to me when Yaz was looking at the hologram, the interactive hologram of the Doctor, she did use it as masturbatory material, right? That did seem like that was going on. They landed on a freaking bed in the TARDIS. And did we explain the gunk in the TARDIS? Why all the doors were appearing everywhere? No! Forgotten. Too much time! You know what it was like? It was like that Monty Python sketch when they did the election coverage and they're like, no, we gotta move it, no, run, we got, it's come to think of it, that's why they're savaging it. There was no Thasmin. That's why it's being savaged. Oh, there you go. Come to think of it, the new show has shown men kissing but stayed away from women kissing. Well, yeah, you might get me on board with that. There you go. No more regeneration means Chibnall was setting up to reboot the show. I didn't read it that way, right? Because I watched this over again. They go, nothing lasts forever. No life, no regeneration, right? So your time's coming. No life, no regeneration. Your time's coming to end. And she's like, keep up, no. Time is the ultimate energy. Is a constant taken from Tafan still, but Chibnall has to make it more literal, making time an actual person who speaks. Yes. Dumb. Like one of the many things there that is dumb. Oh wait, there are 3 more Chibnall specials. We have to watch him Chibnall his way through the rest of Whittaker's run. Yeah, but like in under a month, there's only 2 more to go. Right? Like that ticking down is good. And the New Year's special is Groundhog Day of the Daleks. They should have got Groundhog Day of the Daleks. That would have been cool. Timeless story of the Daleks. The Groundhog Day plot was the last revolt TV writers have run out of ideas. It was fresh and nice, and now every single John show has a Groundhog Day. Ross Lee Davis can't return fast enough. And this is bleeding cool, right? And this is bleeding cool. So yeah, listen, they haven't done well. They have not done well. I think an indication of them not doing well is this, right? This new announcement from Big Finish, Doctor Who, The Annihilator. So Big Finish had a bad year in 2019. They had 2018, 2019. It was 2020. Beyond, 2020 had a really bad year. Where much of the reason why Doctor Who became unwatchable for 75% of the audience, right? Much of the reason it became unwatchable was going on at Big Finish. They wanted to recruit women because they felt that we live in a unequitable society, which is freaking insane, but okay, never mind. Yeah, I understand. The 70s wasn't quite as egalitarian as it is now. 50 years ago, mate. 50 years ago. 50 years ago, mate. Right, so yeah, times have changed. But anyway, so they recruited just lots and lots and lots of girl writers. Some produced something, developed into something that was okay. Some were unbelievably awful. Because you can't edit them either, because you can't tell somebody who's stunning and brave that's not quite stunning and brave enough. So and the quality just fell out the window, right? I followed the 8th Doctor Big Finish Chronicles all the way through. I bought every one apart from this month, Stranded, because it's all about Tanya, the character Tanya, played by Rebecca Brute, which is a stunning and brave woman with a penis, right? And that's a really important plot point. So I've noticed they are going out their way to appeal to the fans that they've alienated now, and this is it. So for the 3rd Doctor, the important thing is this is written by Nick Briggs. Now I want to be clear, Nick Briggs is as woke as hell, right? Nick Briggs is absolutely as woke as hell, as everybody is working in the entertainment industry. I don't think you can work there because there's no diversity, right? The thing they scream about is the thing they have released. However, he understands Doctor Who. He knows how to write Doctor Who. And oftentimes, when he wants to give over a woke point, it feels more like Barry Letts than it does Chris Chibnall, right? Or what was it, Vinay Patel, right? When he wants to give it, like, he feels organic to the story. He feels like the story is the king. So this is very, very good news. This is how they're rebranding the Third Doctor things they're doing. It's got Tim Treloar playing the Third Doctor. Daisy Ashford, who is Caroline John's daughter, playing Liz Shaw, and John Colcher as the Brigadier. John Colcher, freaking perfect. You cannot tell that's not Nicholas Briggs. Not Nick. He probably could do Nick Briggs as well. You probably can't. You cannot tell that's not Nicholas Courtney at all. For me, it's indistinguishable. Tim Treloar puts on a performance of the Third Doctor, which is very reminiscent of Pertwee, right? You can fool your brain. The least successful is Daisy Ashford, whose their first release was pretty poor. She's kind of grown into it a bit now, right? So, but I really recommend these. These are mainly very good, I think. And this is a real signal that they want their listeners back that they've lost, and they've lost a lot of listeners. If you hate the logo, which if you're sane, you probably do. They give you a reversible cover where you can we have like the era logo as opposed to the current logo. I wish they did a reversible cover with the old style. CD cover, right? With the band down the side. I used to like those, but look, I'm okay for a bit of change. But yeah. So this is a good sign. It's a good sign that the dark times might nearly be over, right? The dark times, because let's face it, everybody hates the current era Doctor. If you love it, God bless you, but it's just not popular. People don't like it because I think qualitatively it's not very good. Really, that's more like it's just not very good. So there you go. A little bit of a news update. Keep me up to date. Well, I think things might slow down a bit, although Rusty Davies is threatening to start work. When we get an announcement from the new Doctor, do I have there's one more article I needed to go over. It's the I don't have the article with me. It's an article from the Daily Express saying that. What's his name again? The guy who played the Grand Serpent, who was also in Misfits and Line of Duty. Can't remember, but he was on some breakfast show, and he let slip that the next Doctor's going to be a he. I think that's bollocks, quite frankly. I think the next Doctor will be a he, right? I really do. I think Amari Douglas is probably a front runner. I think it'll be a BAME he. But I do think it's going to be here. Unless Rusty Davies wants to try and make a female Doctor work, then he's going to want to try. Whatever it is. I am on board for whatever they want to do. It's just going to be harder to not be terrified if he redoes a lot of the Chris Chibnall stuff. In Rusty Davies, I trust. Listen. Time will tell. We will find out, right? We will find out. I'm hoping it'll be good. I am because I love Doctor Who. And honestly, there's enough reason right now to think they'll be good. Maybe in the future that won't be the case, but hopefully it will. So there you go, bit of a news wrap up. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. So you are notified when new videos drop.